Alrighty fellas, good morning. My name is Patrouski. Welcome to PokeMMO Stream Recap 540. The stream recap where there is only 15 days or so left until the third annual Shiny War. I only have about 10 days to prepare if I want to do my 3 to 5 day fast and take a nice break from the game before Shiny War actually begins. So we have a lot to do, a lot of progress, and a lot of daily information, news, and tons of stuff to cover. So let's go ahead and start with that. First things first, we've got our daily catch events and upcoming events within PokeMMO. We have an event today at noon on Thursday the 16th of July at Dewford Town in Hoenn. You've got an hour to catch Wingull or Tentacle for +3 or -3. Nature bonuses are on your screen now, and you've got yourself a non-shiny Wingull up for grabs today. Kind of weird to see this, but I think when it comes to catch event prizes, I believe from my understanding the staff can only give out so many like points worth of shinies. So I bet you they traded off, instead of giving away another common shiny, they're giving away like a rarer shiny, you know, wink wink. I think that they must have made a trade-off somewhere, so it's worth it. When you see this, don't think it's like, oh, a shiny lost. Honestly, it's a shiny gained when you think about it. But either way, like if you're gonna give a non-shiny prize for a Wingull, at least Pelipper is an incredibly useful Pokemon. 6x31 Pelipper, really good in PvM, really good in PvP, gonna be good in raids, good everywhere. It's a Pelipper, man. It's the best rain setter in PokeMMO for the most part. Very powerful Pokemon. So that's today's event. If you're watching the stream recap, it's a little bit too late, I'm so sorry, but don't worry, it's not too late for these next events. The next one is on Saturday the 18th of July at 4 p.m. ET at the Fugo Ironworks in Sinnoh. You've got 1 hour to catch Pachirisu, Gastrodon, and Luxray. Nature bonuses on screen, +5 for Calm, +3 for Bold, and there is a shiny Pachirisu up for grabs here on this one. Beautiful looking shiny, cool looking shiny, discharge Pokemon, decently utility, you know, decent utility access. But next up, we've got our second week. This is week 2. This is part of the 8-week catch event. What's up? Yes, good morning to you, man. This is part of our 8-week catch event, okay? So if you don't know, there's an 8-week catch event tournament happening where you want to do all of these if possible, at least as many as possible, to get qualifier points to make it to the finale catch event, which has a chance to win a shiny Zorua, Archon, or Larvesta. Very rare shinies up for grabs. This is just week 2 out of 8 of that tournament series. It's over at P2 Laboratory in Unova. It's at noon ET. There's Watchog, Herdier, Ditto, all up for grabs, and then nature bonuses, +3 for Adamant, +2 for Jolly, and +1 for Quirky. There is a non-shiny Watchog or Herdier up for grabs, +1000 RP. These are great events for Ironman, of course, and then qualifier points are also there. Next up, you've got a shiny Litwick catch event, and who doesn't need a shiny Litwick? Everybody wants a shiny Chandelure. It's an incredibly useful PvM, and even utility Pokemon with access to Flame Body and Flash Fire and tons of good things, right? So Litwick catch event at noon ET on Monday the 20th of July. We're going to start off next week's streams with a nice Litwick catch event. That's a cool feeling. Celestial Tower in Unova. You've got Litwick for +2, Elgyem for -3, nature bonuses on screen, and you've got a shiny Litwick up for grabs. 3x31, special attack, speed, HP, whatever you want it to be. 2 moves. I don't think Chandelure has any important egg moves, but if it does, always select egg moves for those moves, because you can always you know, relearn over them or whatever, but you can't get them if you don't get them on the first 2 moves, right? So keep that in mind with these gift Pokemon. They're untradeable, unbreedable, and there's 1000 RP. Shiny Litwick was like one of the most like needed shinies in PokeMMO, so it's a great way to win a free one and a good IV one. Next up, the shiny Farfetch'd catch event. This is a rare shiny up for grabs in a catch event. Doesn't happen very often. Maybe once every 2 weeks, no, maybe once a month we see like a rare shiny prize like this. Shiny Farfetch'd up for grabs in this catch event. The details are 23rd of July, Thursday at noon ET, Route 39 in Johto. You got 1 hour to catch Farfetch'd, Meowth, Magnemite, and Rattata. No nature bonus, no species bonus, no nature bonus. This is just whoever catches the highest IV Pokemon. Simple catch event for a not so simple prize is very cool to see. Next up, we have our daily item market check. Now, we just covered the Xmas Present 2015 yesterday, so today we're covering the Goodie Bag 2015, okay? Which is kind of interesting. This one actually, I would say, has gone down in price. And it's hard to say with stuff like this. With stuff that has 1 to 2 listed on the market. These are not sold listings. These are like things up on the market. When you track, if you notice, if you're into collectibles of any kind on eBay, if you're really into collectibles, you understand, you don't go on eBay and check how much something is selling for. You check the sold listings to see how much something is sold for, and that's a better representation of its value. Unfortunately, we don't have that data in PokeMMO. This is the best best we have to work with, but it's better than nothing. It's better than what we used to have, right? But look at this. This item's been as cheap as 40 mil as of April this year. Just a few months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, this item was half of its current listed price. Listed price, that's important. But back in 2023, this thing was 250, 100. Oh, look at that jump. That's a 140 million Pokeyen jump. Like, this is a hard item to really price check and track down and really nail down how much does this cost. Is it anywhere from 40 mil to 200 mil? Like, it is a massive, massive range. So just, it's one of these items I like talking about PSA of, and just be aware of. If someone is throwing this into a trade with you as part of the value of the trade, double check the history. Don't just accept like, oh yeah, it's 85 mil. It's up for debate what this is. Is it 85 mil? That might be kind of fair. Is it 100 mil? Is it 50 mil? Like, it's hard to evaluate items like this, and it's just important to keep that in mind. Don't get scammed. It's good to have this information. It's good to know the history. This is why PokeMMO Hub is such an incredibly crucial resource, because market history is crucial to understanding the game that you play. That's our daily item market check. Now we have our achievement showcase is up next, fellas. And after absolutely no strategic crash, we can go ahead and jump into our achievement showcase, fellas. Let's see what you guys are achieving, what you guys are up to, what you're doing in PokeMMO today. If you want to be featured in the achievement showcase, check out the achievement showcase chat within my Discord. It's a way for you guys to flex your achievements, show your stuff, me to show it off for you, and just give like the average PokeMMO player a fucking chance to shine, because you guys deserve it. You do cool shit in PokeMMO. You grind the game every day. There's cool goals and things to shoot for. Let's see what's going on. Wilmot completed his Pokedex. You only do that once in PokeMMO. Congratulations to you, gamer. That's a big step. Unlocking Mount Silver, unlocking the Red Refight, the Larvitar Shunt, all that jazz. Congratulations to you, man. Iron Eternal got himself his first ever shiny on an Iron Man account, and it's hard earned at 36,000 encounters with a 31 defense stat on a Lantern. That's pretty good to see, man. Congratulations to you, gamer, on your first ever Iron Man shiny. That is special, dude. Next up, we've got some legendaries, and okay, some legendaries encountered, 2 legendaries caught. That's really cool. 7.5 thousand encounters, about 1.1k encounters for the Raikou. But what's really crazy about these legendaries is the IVs. Legendaries are guaranteed 3 times 31. Okay, that's pretty good. You get some guaranteed stats, you know, they're gonna be pretty solid, whatever, right? That's fine, whatever. 3 times 31 guaranteed. 5 times 31 Articuno is insane. Rolling 31 in the other 2 stats, and then 0 in the other is also really interesting. And then the Raikou getting that 3 times guaranteed, 4 times 31 total, and then 22 plus, 29 plus in the other 2 stats. These are insanely, insanely good IVs. It's gonna save him a bit of Pokeyen. Insanely good IV, wild caught legendaries. And congratulations, man. Just need the nature now. Next up, first shiny from a gamer by the name of Mamu. First shiny, nicknamed it OG since I caught it as my first shiny, so it's the OG shiny, while also watching the Knicks win their championship. That's how backlogged I am on the achievement showcase, but this is sick. This is really fucking cool to see. It's cool to have these like tied memories. Like, I have like shiny Heatmore, which I got on Thanksgiving one year. It's really cool to have these tied memories to your shinies. It's kind of like how sometimes you do certain activities or certain things in games while watching certain movies or TV shows. You have these arcs in your life, right? So it's cool to see him get his shiny Joltik while watching the Knicks championship, dude. That makes it extra special. Congratulations, dude. Next up, we got a gamer on a bit of a luck streak, and I like that this gamer even appreciates this luck streak, because a lot of people, I think, wouldn't even consider this very special, but it is. Stargirl, new to shunting, but this is probably the craziest streak of my PokeMMO life. I hope that you get an even crazier streak one day, because I love the mental behind this. They call this a crazy streak. 17,000 encounters. 17,000 encounters for a Slowpoke, 17k for a Poliwag, and 4,500 for a Horsey. That is quite lucky. That is a great streak, and it's really cool to see. And it's also sick to see 3 shinies. I'm sorry. Wait. Hold up. I'm sorry. I'm off on the encounters. They sorted their encounters in a different way. I see why this is even crazier of a streak now. Do you see the time on the right-hand corner? 6:11:26, 12:49 a.m. 6:11:26, 1:19 a.m. That's not a 17,000 encounter Poliwag. That's like a 120 encounter Poliwag. I see. So that is 3 shinies in 3 days. One of them was in 186 encounters, and the other was in like 4,500 encounters. It's hard to tell the exact numbers here because of the way it was sorted, but that is an insane luck streak, and it's good to appreciate, and I hope you get even luckier one day, but congratulations to you, Stargirl. Next up, Paste is Honey. Bro, speaking of luck streaks, now we get to the unlucky streaks. Bro, where is the pink noodle? They've been shiny hunting for Dratini, and they just got another Gyarados, while 35,000, they're fishing, which is also crazy, and I'm sure they're doing hordes as well. But look at this shiny history. Horsey, Litwick. I also love they're using Shiny Board. Shout out Shiny Board. Horsey, Litwick, Magikarp, 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 Gyarados. This person is potentially 9 phases deep into the Dratini hunt. It's hard to tell exactly where they've been hunting and how they've been hunting and all that stuff. But phase enjoyer, they're potentially on their 10th phase. Good luck to you, gamer. Good luck to you, man. That is an insane shunt. Keep it up. And the fact that you still haven't given up is fucking beautiful to see. Next up, Hildegard hit 2 shinies in one day with the stats being sick on this Magikarp. 10,000 encounters for a Horsey into 931 encounters for a shiny Magikarp then after. And then here's the stats on that Magikarp. 31 speed, 20 plus in everything else, 931 encounters. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good if you ask me. Congratulations on the Carp gamer. Next up, dude, so many good IV shinies today to talk about, which is kind of like you don't see that a whole lot. Just caught this banger from Spooky Jr. Got himself a 31 speed, 26 plus in every stat. The lowest stat on this shiny Duskull is 26 plus. Also, the IGN, the shiny merchant, banger name, dude. 11,000 encounters, 11,438 encounters for one of the best wild IV shinies I've ever seen. I would love to know the total IV on this. That is a banger. When he said just caught this banger, he was fucking right. That is a banger, man. Congratulations to you, dude. And I know bangers. Okay, next up is Trex. Dude, look at this. Got 2 shiny Smeargles now with 6 stats. What do you mean you hunted 2 shiny Smeargles and you've never seen a 1x31 Smeargle in your life? What are you talking about? Bro has a 2x31 Smeargle, which is about 1 in 2x31, I think is about 1 in 6 or so shinies, and then a 3x31 Smeargle, which is about 1 in 78 or so shinies caught. That's insane. Also, it's not even just 3x31, it's 3x31 and then 22 plus in the other stats. Like, what is happening? Was there some lucky IV day that I didn't know about? Like, also that first, I didn't even notice, that first Smeargle, 429, was caught on my birthday. April 29th. So thank you for the Smeargle birthday, man. That is fucking beautiful, man. Congratulations to you. Trex. More Optic achievements as well, dude. Shout out Team Optic showing off their stuff. Now we get into a unique achievement, a cool achievement that I love. Jimmy Bunkster, bro. Jimmy Bunkle, the Bunkster, the Bunkler, however you may know him, the man who completed the Team Mr. Shiny Pokedex by getting the elemental monkeys like a fucking Giga Chad because nobody else wanted to hunt them. I didn't want to fucking hunt them. He got them. Congratulations to you. I'm getting off track, but anyways, I just love Bunkle. Bunkle got himself the full collection of mermaid hair. 48 different, bro might have half the mermaid hairs in the game. 48 different mermaid hairs. He got one of every single color. For reference, currently on the do you know how hard this achievement would be to get? Currently on the GTL, there's only 14 of these in stock. This guy owns 48 himself. He owns like 4 times the stock of the market. That is ridiculous. That is insane. And he just thinks it's such a cool, I agree. It's a very, very, very cool hairstyle. It comes in different modes. You can get rid of the crown if you don't want that. Like, there's so many. I love this, man. The vanity collection is so fucking sick, dude. The grind was real. Lots of Pokemon breeding and berry farming to get me enough Pokeyen to complete my collection. You may be asking yourself why. Well, I just love the mermaid hair. I think it's a really cool hairstyle, and I set myself a challenge, which required a lot of patience and grinding. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it inspires others to start collections of vanities in PokeMMO. I love everything about this. I love everything about Bunkster, about the message, about the collection. Congratulations, gamer. We have one final achievement to showcase, a special moment for someone in their PokeMMO career, man, because someone got their dream shiny, and you just don't see that every day, dude. Someone got their dream shiny, Sept from Team Optic. Of course, Team Optic, what are you doing recently, dude? What? Sept from Team Optic, after only 2,800 encounters played and 26,000 total eggs, I got my dream shiny. I have no words. I'm just so hyped for this. For anything in a video game before, this is the most hyped he's ever been. Loves PokeMMO. Got himself a shiny Anorith. Also, what a based pick. Are you evolving into Armaldo? Looks amazing. Armaldo looks phenomenal. I hope you're evolving it. If not, either way, congratulations, dude. It's a cool thing to see. It makes me fucking smile, man. Like, it is a beautiful thing to see someone get their truly like their rank 1 most wanted shiny, man. It only happens once, and it's a special thing. So congratulations to you so much, Sept. But that is our stream recap intro, fellas. I'm sure we'll have other things to yap about, talk about, questions. We have a catch event in about 33 minutes. Let's go ahead and get to grinding on the Iron Man account. Shiny War is coming up. Let's get to work, fellas. Dude, that is amazing news. Pat, the Iron Man, the full Iron Man only Shiny War team is official for Shiny War. We got 25 players. Dude, that's a big deal. Shout out to It's Crowded, man. He was trying to get an Iron Man only team, and it was really, really hard to get enough people, man. It was really, really, really hard, and he finally got 25 people, dude. Congratulations, man. That's fucking amazing, dude. That's so sick. Congrats, dude. Let's talk about this. Birdo in my chat he's on a tangent today. He wants to nerf Apricorns. He thinks Apricorns are busted. I saw that you left a comment on my videos. I remember names, and he was like, honestly, I kind of think like farming Apricorns is busted. It requires zero game knowledge, you know, zero anything. You could alt account it, yada yada yada. I think farming Apricorns is a busted money making method, but nobody does it. And yeah, nobody really does do it. And it's possible. We've seen that in PokeMMO where like knowledge just hasn't spread enough, but something is really good. I've tried to correct that with videos and information in the past. I have not corrected Apricorns, so I have no idea. Or not, did I say corrected? I have not tested, so I have no idea. How much yen per hour? I have no idea. You have to ask Birdo, but then you have to double check and really test things, you know? Are Apricorns really good money per hour picking Apricorns? It seems like some of them are really expensive. Some are really dirt cheap. Black Apricorns, pink Apricorns, red. Super good prices. Blue, yellow, white, green, dog shit prices. So you probably just optimize that route. You could be like 180 alts. Okay, that's the... Okay, well... okay, Birdo, wait a minute. It's the making 180 alts that deters people. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's fine. You said okay, I do want to test this. I'm curious. You said that if you make 180 alts, it could be like 400 to 500k an hour. But that's 100 and that's not like, I'd rather just breed for profit or like do 2 gym reruns. I respect it, and I love the creativity, and I'm sure like bro said 180 alts. Hey, dude. But what if you made 90 alts or 30? Even 30 alts is so many. Like that's the like even 8 alts is like a shit ton of alts. Like I don't, but it is interesting, the idea of like how much Pokeyen per hour. And let's say you only do let's say you just go grab your, you know, a few black Apricorns every day, like on the way, like during a gym run or some shit. Like I think there could be something here. I think there is an interesting undertapped thing here, but I don't know if 180 alts is the way to do it, is my personal take. Hey Pat, I saw 2 of your videos about alt accounts not being a problem. I was wondering if someone uses an alt account to like scam someone and transfer it to their main account, won't that be a problem? Yeah, but it's not a problem because of the alt accounts, it's a problem because of scamming is bad, right? It's kind of like if I you know what I mean, like it's you know, like that's kind of like if I go play kickball and I accidentally kick someone in the face with the ball, does that mean kickball is bad, or does it mean my like aim is bad? You know, like, and that, so what happens with that is devs to answer it more seriously, I guess, devs know, it's called IP tracking. Devs, yeah, they just nuke your IP. If you scam someone on an alt account, the devs, it's one of the most easiest things for any developer of, you're not being slick, you're not being smart. If you scam someone on an alt account, they will fucking nuke your main account faster than fucking nuke your mom or some shit. It would be so fast. It would be insane. It would be like, that shit is so easily trackable. It's embarrassing if you think that would get around it. they can track every account that's logging in on your IP. And so yeah, you can't just scam someone on an altar. That's why people try to like there's an infamous thing called mules when it comes to RMT or real money trade. And mules are like alt accounts, you know, people use to like try to get around that. You will get clocked so fast and you will get banned. The greatest thing to whenever someone thinks they can outsmart the devs when it comes to or of any game with breaking the rules, they usually can't. There's like 20 to 30 years or longer of developers trying to, you know, it's a constant battle of back and forth, don't get me wrong, but my general advice is like, just don't break the rules in PokeMMO. You will get banned, and you will get banned one day eventually for sure, but you'll probably get banned faster than that even. So just don't break the rules. It's pretty easy. But yeah, don't worry. Thank you for asking so nicely, Mr. Boos. You're clean, man. You said understandable, that's why I haven't heard anyone do it. Well, I have seen someone scam someone on an alt account and get banned and then try to complain on the forums like, what did I do wrong, blah blah blah, and the devs were like, no, you scammed someone on an alt account. We saw that. And then recently, like, another common thing is I've seen PvP players hop on alt accounts to flame someone. Hey, that's some fucking level of rage that only League of Legends could make me feel. But I get it, man. But you still can't do it. It's still bad and naughty, okay? But there's PvP players who have hopped on alt accounts to mail and whisper someone to flame them after losing to them in a PvP game or beating them, I don't know. And then they get banned on their main account, and they're like, or like timed out or whatever, you know, temporarily banned. And they're like, what the hell, like. You know, the tilt alt, having a rage alt is very funny, but you get clocked for that. It's very, very easy to track. You will get clocked for that, and they'll play innocent. But, oh, what happened? Blah blah blah. And it's like, bro, they know. They know. You know, you get clocked for that. Someone in chat said, hey Pat, with Shiny War coming up, I was wondering why are my mysterious dust balls and cherish balls dropping so much in price? Why do you think that is? Do you think they'll go back up? So have they actually dropped? Let me see. It seems like I assume the most recent ones, it seems like they dropped about 5 to 10%. 5 to 10% drop or so. They haven't gained in a bit. I get that's valid, right? I think the reason is because people are probably selling their investments heading into Shiny War. And I've talked about this a ton, and I try to regurgitate it so people know. But if you don't know, mysterious balls are just not good for Shiny War. One of the biggest things that I was wrong on was the first Shiny War allowed mysterious balls, and that was a controversial thing to even allow them. And I was against them allowing mysterious balls. I thought mysterious balls were uncompetitive. I thought it would allow you to catch or get like too many shinies in too fast of a time, and it was just really, I know it was really expensive, but the fact that it was possible to do it that fast, to get a shiny in 2 hours versus 24 hours with Charm and Dono times 5 hordes being the fastest, like that scared me, it being that fast, that possible to be get a shiny that fast. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Mysterious balls ended up being one of the worst uses of Pokeyen, one of the worst things to do during Shiny War. It was much better to actually just buy fossils and pop those, because the shinies you would get from balls were so unreliable, and the rates, it was just so expensive. So I bet you people are selling their mysterious balls, which they use as investments, to buy things like dittos, to buy things like fossils, to buy things like lepa berries, which are better Pokeyen per points and time per points and things like that for War itself. Great question. And this is like knowledge and information that I try to spread. It's why it's good to know the history of PokeMMO, as it impacts the market, impacts the prices, impacts all that stuff. And I hope to spread this as much as possible. Great question. I'm glad you asked. Hopefully that explains it a bit, and hopefully you can recover on your investments, but hopefully you bought it at a good point to where like you're still fine, you know? That's an interesting thought. So we're talking about a bunch of encounters are about to change upcoming in PokeMMO. And people are going to be in a rush to basically discover and test what spawns are at what percentage, because all that matters to do the best in Shiny War. So much of Shiny War is who has the best strategy, who has the best points per hour at what spot, and best shunners and yada yada yada. There's a lot of strategy and a lot of spreadsheets that go into Shiny War. And someone mentioned rich teams will probably pay for encounter data. That's a really good thing, because that means that new players and intermediate players will have an opportunity to make even another way to make money off of Shiny War. I talk about it all the time. Shiny War is one of the biggest transfers of wealth from high-end teams and rich players and grinders down to new players and intermediate players. It's an incredibly good thing for the economy, and it's a boon and a stimulation to the entire economy. Imagine if you could just start a trip on your encounter counter, run back and forth, log some data, and then sell that while you're also like doing other things or something like that. Dude, while you're also making other money, like that shit I'll do videos on that. If it pops up, that might be an interesting opportunity, but it'll be a fast and quick opportunity. So make sure to keep tabs on, like keep a finger on the pulse to see if that comes up in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Alrighty, fellas, I am back with catch event results. In 4th place with a total score of 18. We got Dios. Congratulations to you on the 4th place, man. I thought this would be a easy event, a lower scoring event, a chill event, and apparently I was dead wrong. I thought because less people would be doing it, there's not a shiny prize, people just don't care about a non-shiny Wingdoll for the most part, in my opinion. I thought because of the timing, I thought because of people preparing for Shiny War, there was a bunch of factors I thought that would encourage people to not do the event. The placement of the event, the location was annoying, but I was wrong. It's still a very high catch event. I think I used like 100 quick balls in that event or something like that. 4th place, 18 to Dios. 3rd place, this is the reason why I say this, because 3rd place is a 172. 3rd place is a 172 from John Pierre. Congratulations, dude. 3rd place. 2nd place, 174 over to Nung Mang. Congratulations. 174 for 2nd place. And then, wait, I know that name. Wait, who is that? Gojo Satoru, not even just the anime guy, I believe. That's someone, right? Congrats, man. 1st place with a 177. Congratulations. I feel like I know that name. Congratulations, gamer. Congratulations, gamer. That is our catch event results, fellas. We have gym reruns, a gym run to do, and more Iron Man progress. Let's jump into it. Dude, this is really cool. I've never thought to do this. Someone said, I finished all the storylines late last year, and I kept all of my Elite Four teams in a box. It's a nice little shrine to my storyline completions. That's like really wholesome. I've never thought to do that. I'm not a huge storyline guy. I kind of just rush through them. But if they're more like sentimental to you and you like love the storylines, like I think it's a beautiful little, it's an achievement show. It's an achievement thing. It's an achievement and accomplishment, dude. I think that's beautiful, dude. Thanks for sharing that story. Hell yeah, man. Yo, Pat, I want to do some breeding for profit, like raid Pokemon. Do you think I should just mass breed 2x31 fighting type Pokemon and they would sell during the event season, or is it a waste because everyone does it? I have never had success, and I don't recommend mass breeding for profit. Some people do it, but I don't like that, and that does not work for me, and I don't think it works that well. What I think is really good is specifically breeding for profit and finding like an underserved market, right? For example, recently Torkoal moved PvP tiers, and good IV Torkoals were very needed in the economy and very underserved. So you can look up like 20 plus Torkoals in these stats, and the cheapest one was like 80k a few weeks ago. Like it was crazy. Whenever you do that, you can look up 20 plus in these stats, and if the cheapest one is like 80k, that's what's called an underserved market, right? So people needed good Torkoals to play PvP and NU with Torkoals as they got moved down PvP tiers. I think now is it back up to UU now already or some shit? I don't know. Or was it that it dropped to, I don't remember, but it was a big deal, right? I made a bunch of money breeding Torkoals. I made a bunch of money. What else did I breed? Whenever things change PvP tiers, I usually breed those. When raids come around, you can breed those. You absolutely can breed raid Pokemon. Raids aren't super popular right now. I think a big thing that's becoming more popular is like trainer reruns. So things like Cloisters. Some people will go for Articunos, obviously, and those you can't really control. But like to TLDR answer all of this, I think breeding specific Pokemon because they are in high demand and low supply, that is the best way to breed for profit from my experience. I think mass breeding a bunch of 2x31 randomlies or a bunch of things just does not work. They banned it in NU quickly. That's what I expected. That's insane. And I still made a bunch of money like breeding. Like that's really, really funny. Like that's, yeah. Whenever PvP changes happen, you can do that. I don't like mass breeding for profit. I think honestly, where mass breed, when I say mass breeding, I mean like buying a bunch of like random 1x31 Dittos and breeding with Pokemon, whatever. I think the best, if you want to mass breed, I think the best way to do it is to mass breed like a rare shiny you want to hunt, right? So let me get to my next gym and I'll show you. But you probably, if you want to buy like 60 maybe not, you probably want to split up more than that. You would do like 10 Charmanders with 31 special attack, 10 Dittos with 31 speed, and then you'd breed all those, and you would do the same with like Snivy and like Porygon and like Rotom, and and then you want to mass breed like that for profit. You get very little profit, but it's very, 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 if not break even. It's better to do that while egg shunting for a rare shiny, right? I think there is something to be said about rare shunting for free, when egg shunts are so expensive and they cost like 150 to 180 mil Pokeyen, right? Per egg shunt. I think it becomes much more appealing to do like rare shunting for break even, you know? What's like a 2x31? A 2x31 Charmander is like 28k. You're probably not profiting there at all because you're buying the Charmander. You're probably losing money, honestly, which is brutal. Once again, this is why like the current economy is kind of rough. You're paying 5k per Charmander, 5k per Ditto at least, 5k. You're losing 2k per breed there, which at that point is just not even worth all the extra effort and stuff versus just mass breeding. But there are species where sometimes you can mass breed for break even or for profit and go for like an egg shiny. I think alphas, but even then, like, I think specific breeding is king. I think mass breeding does not work, man. Personally, for profit, if you find a way that makes it work, you made it work. That's all that matters, right? I think Shalfa breeding for profit is underrated, honestly. You have that Shalfa chance and you can make some profits, but it's a lot. Like, breeding for profit right now is still very good. It's just more specific and trickier, and it requires more game knowledge than it ever has, and already required game knowledge before. You can't just mass breed like 2x31 Gibbles and make profit the way you used to be able to. You can't do that anymore. You have to find an underserved market versus any market working, which makes sense to some degree, but it is a lot harder, which is unfortunate. Dude, I don't know about you guys. I've seen so many people saying they're returning to Pokemon recently. Have you guys seen a similar thing? I'm getting so many comments, so many like stream messages, chat messages of people being like, yo, I'm returning for the first time in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 2 years. I saw someone saying they're back for the first time since like 2015. Pokemon is a very on and off game for a lot of people. People need breaks. It's very seasonal sometimes. There's often a lot of people that start playing in the summer, but I'm seeing a lot of people coming back to the game this summer. If you're a returning player, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you need any, if you're missing any guides that I need to make or can help you out with. I always love trying to make guides and videos for new and returning players. Let me know what you need. I'll do the best I can, but I'm seeing a ton of people saying they're returning to the game recently, which is always cool to see those trends. Are there any Pokemon you're hoping get a time swipe horde or like an easier shunt with the new upcoming changes? I haven't thought about it too much, but there are like some fishing shunts that I can think of, like Whalmer, Shelder, Relicanth, Quillfish. If any of those, there's some fishing shunts that I really want. If any of those become easier for a temporary period of time or like for like a seasonal thing, that'd be really fucking cool. My teammate just got Whalmer. Like 2 minutes ago. I've probably done like 40 to 50,000 encounters for Whalmer on the main account prior to Chum Buckets mostly. I love shiny Whalmer, dude. It's a really cool shunt, really cool Pokemon. Great question. Yeah, I'm just curious for anything new, man. Anything fresh. I'm excited to see fresh shunts, new changes. I'm just excited for some switch ups, you know. Alrighty, fellas, but I think that's going to be it for me today, man. The progress locked in on, what is it, Thursday? I will not be live tomorrow on Friday, but I will maybe... Saturday's 50-50. It depends on timing and schedule. Saturday's a 50-50, and then Sunday is... I should be live. So, and I'll be live for all the catch events. I'll be live Sunday, and I'll be live Monday as expected, and then I'll be live Thursday, the 23rd of July, and I'm not sure about Tuesday, Wednesday next week. It'll have to depend on schedule and how things turn out, what I need to do before the war, and nuke my boxes and all that jazz. But that's the end of the stream recap, most importantly. So thank you guys for watching. Like it if you enjoyed, dislike if not, subscribe for daily Pokemon videos, follow me on Twitch for streams on usually Monday through Thursday, but streams have been very sporadic leading up to Shiny War. Once Shiny War is over, streams will get back to that Monday through Thursday schedule. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the content, it's really greatly appreciated, man. YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations. This next month and a half, above and beyond support means even more than normal because of Shiny War. I sacrifice a lot in my income to do Shiny War. I make less money doing it, but I love it, and I do it because it's fucking cool, and I want to fucking prove to myself that I can still do it, and hunt shinies, and have cool moments, and make memories, and have a beautiful time playing PokeMMO. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. I will see you guys later, but for now, peace, Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here, and I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody's name who is on this list. You really allow me to make the content that I do every single day, and I hope I can make it worth your guys' while and add to your PokeMMO journey. Thanks again so much for watching the entire video, and have a great day.